evening and welcome to the program.
However,
people saying the earth is round and not
suppository of all wisdom.
They're the so-called man caves where many husbands
patriots all across Australia.
Dividing people on the grounds of racist.
Well, then you're a racist.
In our democracy and way of life,
1 in 6 Australians is now living off the dole.
Being persecuted for expressing their right to free
We don't want
speech.
Australia to be overrun by these people.
And I got obsessed with my body straight away.
Indeed. Well, we're in the grip of the Ice Age, the dealing and use of the drug ice.
On religious preaching in Rundle
The
Mall.
Australian flag, Anzac Day, the national anthem, bacon.
Hey, welcome to Hide from Fire. I am, as always, Adam Sage, and it's been a while. I was on such a good streak of doing these episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I decided to take Wednesday and Friday off last week. No reason. I just got drunk and played video games. Also, I've kind of been fucking around with OBS, and yeah, it didn't go as according to plan. I'm trying to add some new audio channel things, and yeah, not so good. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, back to my old setup again. It works better. I'm just getting weird feedback when I try and use a different output for my headphones so I can hear different things and all that. But yeah, it doesn't matter. So, what's been going on in the world? Well, good news. Everything is still racist, as the intro video showed. The environment is apparently racist now. And we'll get to that. We'll get to all the racism that's going on in the world. Oh, all the glorious racism that has been going on that the media loves so much. But I thought first, let's there's a burp coming. There's going to be the first burp of the podcast. Don't you worry. It'll happen. It always does. Anyway, so before we get to that, lighter news or number twos. This story from TikTok. Jesus, young people just keep getting smarter and smarter. It's amazing how each generation is just smarter than the last. People on TikTok are sitting backwards on toilets so they can eat while they poop. That's a thing in Australia. It's called a reverse Kanga, because you look like a kangaroo when you sit that way. And you do it at like a house party. It's kind of like an upper decker where you shit in the system. And you do it to deliberately leave a streak down the front of the toilet, because the way the water flows around the toilet, it won't wash it off there. That's why all the water comes down at the back where any streaks are going to be, because it has the best chance of getting rid of them. So it is, if scrolling through your phone on the toilet wasn't already grim enough, TikTokers, well done. This is from Men's Health. This is what Men's Health is nowadays. Okay. We've found an even more disturbing way to pass the time on the porcelain throne. The life hack started with Amy Woe, who encouraged her 11.6 million followers to do a 180-degree turn and face the flush. Essentially pooping backwards so they could eat snacks and stream a TV show at the same time. I don't know why I'm talking like a radio fucking host. Like a fucking, a terrestrial fucking DJ, but here I am. Should I stick with it anyway? Oh no, here we got a quote. You've been pooping wrong, she said in the viral video, which has been watched more than 3 million times. That's not that good. She's got 11 million followers, so that means a lot of them are bots. Oh, there it is. First burp of the podcast. I don't know why that sound effect made no sense. Hey, this one makes less sense.
You'd all be dead now if it wasn't my David.
You've been peeping wrong the whole time, she told it. Yeah, 3 million followers, whatever. What you want to do is poop backwards, get your favourite snacks in your favourite show, and that's how you poop. It's the best of all times. You just sit there jamming and pooping. Continued below. Oh, thank God. Unfortunately for Amy, not everyone was on board. Food shouldn't touch bathroom air, one person wrote. I refuse to let food in the bathroom. It's like adding the odour onto it, said another. Unhygienic, but okay, someone else added. A doctor even advising against it, writing, you should be ended 5 times, otherwise... What? You should be ended in 5 minutes, otherwise you'll have hemorrhoids. Oh, okay. What's a doctor... I was about to say, what is a doctor doing on TikTok? But if the pandemic proved one thing. It's TikTok is where all medical professionals live. That's what makes them professional about what they do. The TikToker Carla from Texas, don't care what her at is, was the next to jump onto the trend and the throne by posting with her iPad crisp in the shot and a bottle of Corona in hand. While most of the viewers were equally grossed out, E. coli has entered the chat. One quip there. Others weren't totally opposed to the idea. You realise the bathroom is the cleanest place in the house because you clean it with so often, with bleach so often, wrote another. The third asked the question we were all thinking. How long are you guys sitting on the toilet? Absolutely. Yeah, how do your legs not go numb? It's a really uncomfortable way to sit. If you're thinking about giving Amy's life hack a go, we'd advise against it. You're willing to run the risk of E. coli infection. It's possible to get one from drinking water or eating food that has been contaminated with feces. So everybody in India has it. Hang on, we need the give myself the racist gong for that one, and let's just hang on. We'll go over here. Let's have a look at this video.
You have been pooping wrong. What I want you to do is poop backwards, get all of your favorite snacks, get your favorite show, and that's how you poop. It's the best of all times. And you just sit there pooping and you're jamming out. Oh, it's a snake. Budget. This will change your life forever. You have been pooping wrong. What I want you to do is poop backwards, get all of your favorite snacks, get your favorite show, and that's how you poop. It's the best of all times. And you just sit there pooping and you're jamming.
Yeah, because that's the reason she's so popular on TikTok. It's because she's so hilarious, so talented, so witty, and all that. It has nothing to do with the fact that she's just a hot chick. That's not it at all. Jesus Christ, this is what we've been reduced to as a society. Congratulations, Western culture. This is what happens when you. Oh God, this is the result of fucking teachers. This is a result of woke teachers. I guarantee it. Yep, well, Gen Z are, they're going to save us. They're going to take us into the future. We are all absolutely safe now because, thank God, Gen Z are inheriting this world. It is, and, oh God, speaking of kids, thanks for the great, what the fuck is this shit? Keep reading times by creating a free account or logging in. Hang on. The stupid website wants me to log in. We'll just go around that. There we go. Let's try this. See, here we go. Open in a private window. Gee, that's hard to get around. Congratulations, New York Times. You're fucking so smart with that. 3 or 6 feet distancing guidelines for schools. Oh wait, this is coronavirus. We should have the coronavirus logo. Some public health officials say it's time for the CDC to loosen its social distancing guidelines for the classroom, but the idea has detractors. Of course it does. It would mean that teachers need to go back to work, and that's the last thing that they want.
You're fucking a white male!
Is what I'm assuming they would say to me saying that. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention is clear that and consistent in its social distancing recommendation to reduce the risk of contracting the coronavirus. People should remain at least 6 feet away from others who are not in their households. The guideline holds whether you are eating in a restaurant, lifting weights at a gym, or learning long division in a 4th grade classroom. Yeah, well, here's what I don't get. Why is it 6 feet in America, which is 1.81 meters, but here in Australia it's 2 meters? You know, why are we like 190 mil closer? Why? You know, why does the virus act differently? The guideline has been especially consequential for schools, many of which have not fully reopened because they do not have enough space to keep students 6 feet apart. Well, maybe you shouldn't cram them in like that. Now spurred by better understanding of how the virus spreads and growing concern about the harms of keeping children out of school. That's right, you can't keep them out of those indoctrination centers because if you let them learn online, well, you know, they've got their internet at home and they can look up other sources to the horse shit you're feeding them, and, you know, kids might start catching on that it is horse shit that you're feeding them. out of school. Some public health experts are calling on the agency to reduce the recommended distance in school from 6 to 3. It never struck me that 6 feet was politically sensical in the context of mitigation. Dr. Ashia Jah, Dean of Brown University School of Public Health. I wish the CDC would just come out and say it's not a major issue. On Sunday, Dr. Anthony, the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease, said on CNN the CDC was reviewing the matter. Okay, the idea remains continuous because part of a few studies have directly compared different distancing strategies, but the issue also boils down to a devilishly difficult and often personal question: how safe is safe enough? In other words, how much of a coward can I be and then project my cowardice onto others so that I don't feel like a coward? There's no magic threshold for any distance, Dr. Benjamin Leonis, a specialist in infectious diseases at Boston University. There's a risk at 6 feet, there's a risk at 3, and there's a risk at 9 feet. There's always a risk, he added. The question is how much of a risk, and what are you going to give up in exchange? Well, he doesn't want to go back to work either. Yeah, and that's how they're measuring it out with like tape measures. It's not fucking, come on, it's a rough measurements at best. The origin of the 6 foot, here, this is the part I wanted to get to. The origin of the 6 foot distancing recommendation is something of a mystery. It's almost like it was pulled out of thin air. Said Lindsay Marr, an expert in viral transmissions at Virginia Tech University. Yeah, it's almost like they just pulled it out of their arse. Really? When the virus first emerged, many experts believed it was transmitted primarily through large respiratory droplets, which are relatively heavy. Old scientific studies, some dating back more than a century, suggest these droplets tend not to travel more than 3 to 6 feet. This observation, as well as an abundance of caution, may have spurred the CDC to make 6 foot suggestion. So they're basing something off of 100 years ago, when like cars were a new thing. That's what they're basing this off of, Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, this is all based off of a time when it was like fucking, hang on, we're going to do this. Ah, yes, the coronavirus. Doctors are warning, leeches will cure the coronavirus. Also, smoke lots of cigarettes. The toxins from the cigarettes will help keep the coronavirus down. And remember, a smoky lung is a healthy lung. I mean, it's basically, it's 100 years ago. That's what they're going with. But the recommendation was not universal. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommended 3 to 6 feet of social distancing in schools, but World Health Organization recommends just 1 meter or 3.3 feet, so half. And over last year, scientists have learned that respiratory droplets are not the primary mode of coronavirus transmission. Instead, the virus spreads through mostly tiny airborne droplets known as aerosols, which can travel longer distances and flow through rooms in unpredictable ways. So now they're saying, well, this is good for the teachers. They don't have to go back to work. Well, just being in the same room as these children could put my life at risk, and I'm the be-all and end-all. The universe revolves around me, so if I die, the world ends with me because I'm the center of it. Is, what these teachers think. That's why they don't want to do it. The data also suggests that schools appear to be relatively low-risk environments. Children under 10 seem to transmit the virus less readily than adults. In recent months, this is really going to be pissing off teachers. In recent months, there have been hints that 6 feet of distancing may not be necessary in school settings. Case rates have generally been low, even in schools with lower distancing policies. We know lots of schools have opened up less than 6 feet and have not seen big outbreaks. Oh, that's really gonna put them. In 2020, analysis of observational studies in a variety of settings, researchers found that physical distancing of at least 1 meter substantially reduced transmission rates of several different coronaviruses, including the one that causes COVID-19. But they found some evidence to suggest the 2 meter guideline might be more effective. Why? Yeah, it might be. I like that. We found evidence it might possibly be. Yeah, it's not really evidence, is it? It's just kind of, oh, this happened a couple of times. Yeah, it's like you've come up with the, it's not really the scientific method, is it? You come up with the answer you want, and then you, like, you know, try and get the study to prove the answer, that, you know, your predetermined answer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not the scientific method, but hey, me no science. So, let's see. One of the really important data points that has been missing is a direct head-to-head comparison of places that had implemented 3 feet of distance versus 6 feet of distance. Dr. Elijah Perkins, the director of emergency medical infectious blah 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 at the university, said, "Oh wow, oh god, look at what they're doing. They're raising a fucking. They are trying to create a generation of scared little fucking pansies." Dr. Perkins and her colleagues recently conducted such a comparison by taking advantage of a natural experiment in Massachusetts. Last summer, the state's education department issued guidelines recommending 3 to 6 feet distancing in schools that were planning to reopen in the fall. As a result, school policies varied. Some districts imposed strict 6-foot distancing, whereas others required just 3. The state required all staff members as well as students in second grade and above to wear masks. Oh god, that's not degrading. Researchers found that the social distancing strategy had no statistically significant, so 0 effect. The study also found that COVID-19 rates were lower in schools than the surrounding communities. The authors say the findings provide reassurance that schools can loosen their distancing requirements and be safe, provided they take other precautions like enforcing universal mask wearing. So, you know, we don't want the kids thinking that they have freedom. You know, we can't have that. But, you know, we'll keep them in the mask, so we keep them like dehumanized. We'll keep them demoralized, but they can get a little bit closer, so we can, you know, cram more into the classrooms and that way justify. You know, basically justify, you know, charging fucking and asking for money from the fucking taxpayers is basically all that it is. And on that cheery note, we're going to get, let's see one. It's okay. What should we go to next? I'm just looking. Oh, you know what? How long's it been? Oh yeah, we'll go to this story next. Whew, it is warm in here tonight. Ah yes, and speaking of schools and all the great things that you can educate your children with, why not head down to your local public library? Because reading is cool. Especially when that reading has been done by a pedophile in a wig and a dress. This one's from the Daily Caller. Judge arrested for child porn. Headed group offering drag queen story hour club. A gay Milwaukee judge, no shit, he's fucking head of the fucking drag queen story hour, so of course he's gay. It'd be even weirder if he wasn't. Well, actually, there's no way he'd be doing it and not be gay. And yes, if there are any fucking leftists listening, I support drag queen story hour and I'm not gay. Yeah, you are. You absolutely are gay.
How dare you?
Gay!
Where are we? Police arrested 38-year-old Brett Bollum Tuesday and held him overnight in a Dane County jail, according to the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. He was charged Wednesday with 7 counts of possessing child pornography showing abuse of young boys, the publication reported, noting that each count carries a minimum of 3 years in prison and a maximum sentence of 15 plus 10 years of supervised release. Wow, that's not a lot. Last fall, Blom, that's the sound his ass makes when his husband pulls out, allegedly uploaded as many as 27 images of and videos of sexual abuse of children using the messaging app Kik under the username Dommaster. Wait, what's his name? Blom. Okay, it's Brett Blom. Okay, Dommaster BB. So Brett Blom. You fucking idiot. The Sentinel reported from the criminal complaint related how drag queen expanded across America. Yeah, so he's the reason these drag fucking queen story times exist, and he's a pedophile. Well, color me surprised.
You will die without honor.
He reportedly uploaded child porn from his Cottage Grove, Wisconsin home that he shares with his husband and their 2 adopted children.
You will die without honor.
Yeah, so, you know, we should totally be giving kids to gays because, you know, as we can see here, it always works out. Oh, my fucking God. Yeah. I like how, you know, a single man, they wouldn't adopt a kid, but a homosexual couple, considering they make up less than 1% of the population, but also account for 40% of pedophiles, yeah, let's just go right ahead and give the kids over to them. Smart. He reported, this is a report. Bloom's children are not featured in the child pornography, and Child Protective Services is working to place the children in another home. The Sentinel reported, "Oh, but what about his husband? His husband wasn't done for it. Just because they're married doesn't mean they're both pedophiles." It really does. Okay. From our family to yours, happy holidays. Okay, well, let's take a look at this. Wait, what? This tweet is from an account that no longer exists. You fucking pedophile cunt. Your husband, or you or your husband, he called his husband and said, "Here's the passwords, wipe everything." Oh, what? It doesn't matter. Oh, he's gone. We can't see their happy family. Can't see the fucking 2 fags and the kids they rape. Oh. From December 22nd, 2020. From June 2017 to August 2020, Bloom served as the president and CEO of Cream City Foundation. Are you fucking serious? Cream City Foundation, an organization that offers drag queen story hours, among other services intended to mobilize philanthropic resources by harnessing the pride, passion, and community of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people and their allies. And it's called Cream. Let's grab another beer. Where was it? There it is. I think that's second beer. Hang on, let's crack this beer.
The best end of the day is the West end of the day.
So he's the CEO of fucking the drag queen shit. Anyway, and their allies. God, why would you want to be one of their allies? These people are fucked in the head. But a version of the page archived, Tuesday lists him as a past president. Okay, well, let's take a look at this. Oh, about Cream. Here we go. Mobilizing philanthropic resources by harnessing the pride, passion, and commitment of the LGBTQ+. Remember, the plus stands for super straight, since 1982. Let's see. Supporting non-profit organizations, moving community. Cream Foundation, blah, 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 and bisexual, transgender, and human rights, and respond to the human needs of the Let's Go Bash the Queers people in southeastern Wisconsin. Our mission, our vision. Okay, so what was his name? His name was BB. Let's see. All right, fag, dyke, fag. Such a fag, he can't be shown. Oh, look, you got a black. Well done for you. Chair, where is he? US Bank. Member, US Bank. Member. Where is he? Gary Blassie, the president, CEO. Here comes blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's not him. James Mayer, development programming assistant. Oh, here he is. Brett Bloom. Here's the dirty sodomite child rapist.
You will die without honor.
Let's take a look at this. Is he a link or anything? No, that's just him. Oh my God, look at him. Oh, he looks like the fag husband from fucking Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Why is that not surprising? Cream City Foundation was founded in 1982 and is celebrating more than 36 years of giving to the Let's Go Bash the Queers community. So for 36 years, you pedophiles have been out there fucking god damn it. Let's have a look at what let's see what the Drag Queen Story Hour Milwaukee. Drag Queen Story Hour is just like it sounds like. Gay! Drag queens reading stories to children in libraries, schools, and bookstores. Well, there's 3 places you don't ever want to take your children. DQHS, doc shit, I don't know, captures the imagination and play of the gender fluidity of childhood and gives kids glamorous, positive, and unabashedly queer role models. So they're not even hiding it.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
In spaces like this, kids are able to see people who defy the rigid gender restrictions and, also the age of consent restrictions when it comes to fucking Brett. And imagine a world where people can present as they wish, dress up, where dress up is real.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
A fun and God damn it. Mouthful of vape. A fun and entertaining way to our mission. No, this is their mission. Funny, it doesn't say anything about diddling. A fun and entertaining way to educate all ages about progressive social justice and human growth and development issues throughout literature and reading. There's too many ands in that sentence. Making the symbol for and instead of it. No, too many ands. Impact. Buttholes. Open to the public to engage the widest audience. Oh yeah, I'm sure if anyone goes in there and starts, asking things about like, your fucking CEO or whatever being busted for pedophilia, I'm sure you'll have an open and honest discussion with them. And you won't tell them to get out, even though it's a public library, and you won't threaten them with legal action. You won't call the police because you want to, engage the public. God damn it. Let's go bash the queers plus visibility in areas that lack representation. Again, your child's butthole. Point for first contact for families seeking Let's Go Bash the Queers Plus information. Provide safer spaces for children to express themselves. Yeah, express their anal glands.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Intersectional reading list that covers a range of topic. Intersectional reading list. Read one by a black, read one by an Asian, read one by a gay, read one by a dyke. Like, why? Why do you have to read? It makes no sense. Okay. Educating families together and as individuals. So basically, if some guy marries the wrong woman, she turns out to be some woke fucking feminist who wants to take their son there, they'll be happy to tell that husband why he's wrong. The events are family-friendly fun. Oh my god. Look at the picture they choose. Holy shit. Like, seriously, this is the picture they chose for their website. And so out of all the pictures they took, and I'm sure they took a lot of pictures and Brett enjoyed a lot of them, this is the one that they used. The one where the little girl, oh god, it's probably a little boy knowing these fucking weirdos. The one where this poor child, this poor child, is like, look at the face this kid is making. Like, what the fuck is that? It's like, yeah, I know my mum's a freak, but why? You're worse. With the, like, out of all the photos, they couldn't find one where a child looked happy to be there. It's just standing there like, what the fuck is going on? Sponsored Drag Queen Story Hour today. Yeah, how about no? Sponsorship options. Sponsorship amount. Subscribe, $500. Librarian, $300. Shelf, $100. Is that where you put something up your ass, or is that the book? 50 and other. Oh, scribe, not subscribe. Would you like to add a $5 donation to help the covering processing fees? Oh my God. They expect a minimum of $50 out of you. Contact information, yada, yada, yada. Gifting in honor or memory. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Yes, my gift is in honor or memory of someone special. Did they die from AIDS? We're just going to assume yes, so that box is already ticked. And then your total donation. Oh my God. They actually want people to donate to this shit. Okay. So, yeah. Well, there we fucking have it. Wait, wrong. There he is. There is the president, past president, and CEO. Pedo McGinger. Yeah, fucking kid fucker McRanger is their past president. Congratulations. This is what you've been... This isn't the first one. This is like the third or fourth. And considering how fucking rare these things are, they have a really high percentage of fucking... percentile rate of fucking diddling kids. Yeah, this is fucking... Yeah, I'm just going to say it's fucking insane. It's sick, and that's what you get for leaving your children in the care of filthy sodomites. I think there was a video up here. Let's just have a look. This is from the Daily Caller.
So the first thing you do is clap your hands.
That's a really convincing female voice.
And then you'll just follow my directions after that.
Okay, kids. You ready, kids? We're gonna have a sing-along. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you
sure that's his real hair.
You really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet.
If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, have mommy leave you in the back room with me.
If you're happy and you know it, say hooray. Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, say hooray.
Shouldn't it be Zurray?
If you're happy and you know it and your face is show.
Oh my God, I guarantee they're all single mothers. I fucking guarantee it.
I'm going to try something that I have not tried before, and you guys
Oh, you do not want to hear that. That is the last thing you want to hear with all those children around. I'm just going to try something I've never tried before. It's called the turkey slap. Who wants to bring a kid up first?
Mixing things up. But, we're going to try to do all three.
Now, does anybody in this room know how to twerk?
Hey, it's Milo before he went straight.
And then you just move your bum up and down like that.
Yeah.
That's twerking.
Yes, that's what the children need to know about. Oh, yes, well, ever since House got cancelled, my career's gone downhill. What the fuck?
Who wants to be a drag queen when they grow up?
Drag Queen Story Hour is fantastic because it addresses all of these issues.
It reinforces everything we believe and nothing we don't.
Gender fluidity and self-acceptance and all of these topics that are real, are very, very real.
No, they're not. Oh my God. Oh. The children are literally screaming.
Should be an all ages thing, and some people consider it provocative. It's not inappropriate.
Most people seem to walk away having a good time.
Start them young, right?
Whew, I'm all about education. I actually do story time with drag queens in Chicago, right?
Yay, and now we've got some children to dance for you. Oh, this boy's going to take clothes off. Oh, that's that fucking Desmond kid. That is such a fucking sad story. Like, the kid is literally retarded. He's like 12 or probably 13 now. And you hear him speak when his mother's like, he's so proud to be a drag queen. You hear him speak. He sounds like he has the vocabulary, the cadences of like a 3-4-year-old. He's clearly retarded and his parents are exploiting.
That a registered child sex offender has been reading to children at a Houston public library as part of its drag queen story hour.
A media spokesperson for the library confirms one of those drag queens, Tatiana Malanina, is really Alberto Garza, a child sex offender.
Well, all I can say now is I need to get myself and my computer checked for AIDS. That was the gayest thing ever. If that was just a 3-minute video of two dudes blowing each other, that would have been less gay. Congratulations.
Gay!
Holy shit. But hey, same-sex marriage, not a slippery slope, hey? Because, oh my god. Oh, by the way, this guy is a judge. Actually, we didn't get to that in the story, did we? Bloom served as president and CEO of the foundation. His name has been removed, yeah, but it's there on the archive. He left it in 2020 when Gary A. Blazek was succeeded to lead Cream. I can't believe they call it Cream. But they do. Cream City Foundation. Oh, God, sorry about that. Beer is going down with. Did not immediately respond to a request for comment from the Daily Caller News Foundation regarding Bloom's departure or about the child pornography charges against him. Drag Queen Mike Branch. Oh, there's... Okay. Drag Queen Story Hour started out as a niche event on the West Coast, but have spread to libraries and schools across the US. The official Drag Queen Story Hour website boasts over 40 independently operated chapters across the US. I wonder if they operate in all the same places as Antifa. Including New York City, DC, Chicago, as well as international chapters in Tokyo, Australia. Oh, fucking hell, Australia. Really? Europe and Mexico. The events are designed to be about 45-minute long for children aged 3 to 8. Okay, so they have a preference. And intend to capture children's imagination and help explore their gender fluidity through glamorous, positive, and unabashedly queer role models, according to Drag Queen Story Hour's official website. Drag Queen Story Hour said in Thursday's statement to the DCNF that Cream Foundation... City Foundation has only been a fiscal sponsor for the DHS Milwaukee. As the leaders of DQSH Milwaukee and DQSH National, we absolutely condemn pedophilia. Oh, that's going to get you in trouble with your own people. DQSH Director Jonathan Hamill told DCNF, oh, God,
we are angry and outraged by Brett's actions. Pedophilia has no place in the LGBT community and no place in society as a whole.
Well, there's a lot of people in your community who absolutely disagree with that. Court commissioner set to sign a bond requiring Bloom not to have unsupervised contact with any children except for his own. Oh, that's not good. You shouldn't even have it. They're not his. They're adopted. Because guess what? Blowing a load into a dude's ass does not create life. They are not his kids. His own, and he used social media. He not used social media or file sharing services, the Sentinel reported. He was released by 4 p.m. Wednesday. Oh, so he's out already. Oh, that's good. That's great news for the community at large, isn't it? The Wisconsin Supreme Court also announced later Wednesday that Bloom is suspended without pay from judicial duties, the Sentinel reported. That's right, he's a judge. And not only has been updated to reflect Bloom's connection to Drag Queen, we regret the error. Okay, so, yeah, he's a judge. He's a judge in children's court. Gee. I wonder in a custody battle who he gives the, who he gives the fucking children over to. I wonder if he's giving him over to the newly single mother who, let's face it, it's all single mothers at these things. Or he lets the dad who's going to keep their kid away from this type of shit. I wonder, hang on, there's another video from the Daily Caller here. Let's go to this. Let's have a look-see. It's the same video. Alrighty, never mind. Alrighty, that is Drag Queen Story Hour, and let's see, Judge. Longing for okay, we'll say that one for next time. All right, you know what we just do now is we'll get into some crime.
Cops fighting crime in a future time.
You swear one more fucking time and I'll put you in the lockup for the night for disorderly. Just like last time, I'll deny your bail and some big fella's going to play with your asshole through the night. If that's what you want, say one more fucking swear word.
Oh yeah, Wall Street Journal. Atlanta shooting suspect told police is the guy who shot up the massage parlors. He targeted massage parlors because of a sex addiction. Robert Aaron Long, 21 years old, is charged with 8 counts of murder and 1 count of aggravated assault. Atlanta, Robert Aaron Long, suspected killing 8 people, 3 massage parlors in Atlanta area, told investigators that he targeted the businesses because he blamed them for, quote, providing an outlet for his addiction to sex. The law enforcement officials said, okay, that wasn't him, obviously. Mr. Long, who is in custody, took responsibility for the shooting and said he acted alone, according to the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office. It is a temptation for him that he wanted to eliminate, Captain Jay Barker said. He said it was not racially motivated. 6 of the victims, women, were of Asian descent. Officials said at least 4 were Korean of descent. South Korean's foreign minister, long 20 years, charged with 8 counts. Yeah, so he said, in no mincing around, no fucking up his words. He said it was not racially motivated, but that's not let's not let facts get in the way of pushing a narrative. I mean, we can't have that now, can we? Because that leads to this. This article I found, which was also published in Vox, and they've since taken it down because I think it's so full of holes they had to, which must have hurt them deeply. Which is whiteness is a pandemic. I don't have much to add here today that hasn't already been said. I don't have much to add here today that hasn't already been said. Whiteness is a public health crisis. It shortens life expectancy. It pollutes air. It constricts equilibrium. It devastates forests. It melts ice caps and sparks and funds wars. It flattens dialects. It infests consequences, and it kills people. White people and people who are not white, my mom included. There will be people who die in 2050 because of white supremacy in seated decisions from 1850. All right, well, that's just all bullshit. And it's extremely racist, but for some reason when you say it about white people, it's not racist. A line can and should be drawn from the actions of white supremacists who walked into 3 from the white supremacists who walked into 3 Atlanta area massage parlors yesterday and allegedly killed 8 people, 6 of whom were of Asian descent. The relentless anti-Asian rhetoric polarizing nation discourse over the past year. Yeah, who was doing the majority of all that? Who was going around punching 80-year-old Asian man in the head and saying, quote, "I hate Asians, nigger"? Who was that again? Yeah, that must have been a white guy. I must be remembering that clip completely wrong. Let's see, 8 hours. Yeah. Where were we? The former president and the party of the former president can and should be blamed for this. Can and should be blamed. Well, no, they can't, because it had nothing to do with race, and the people who were assaulting all the Asians on the street did not vote for him. You only have to look at the statistics to see that. So they can't, but they will. The former president and his party can't be blamed, but they will be blamed because that's what the media's job is. sudden increase of racist violence against Asian Americans. The line doesn't stop there, though. It extends back 400 years and has tentacles clawing everywhere. Well, Asians do like tentacles. White supremacy exists here in America, which is everywhere. Well, America is everywhere, or white supremacy is? Because this is very poorly written. Clawing tentacles everywhere. White supremacy exists here in America, which is everywhere. You're saying America is everywhere. Jesus, love your country much? There is a line connecting this act of terror to the 11 people killed at the Tree of Life synagogue in 2018 and 9 people killed in Emmanuel Athens. Okay, those two were white supremacists, of course, but also gentrification, to redlining, racial profiling, to gerrymandering, to voter oppression. Oh, you really want to go down that path, do you? To mass incarceration, also math, that racist too, yo. To the war on drugs, to the subprime mortgage crisis, to the vast, none of that has to do with race, to the vast disparities in both COVID deaths, who receives COVID vaccinations, and how men and women who stormed the Capitol just went home, had dinner with their families afterwards. While we are still processing and recovering from what we witnessed, they were already back on their couches watching Criminal Minds. Wait, is Criminal Minds a white show? I don't really get that reference. What is that? Oh, this guy really hates white people. White supremacy is a virus that, like other viruses, will not die until there are no bodies left to infect. He is calling no bodies left to infect. White supremacy is a virus that, like other viruses, will not die until there are no bodies for it to infect. So there are no white people left. Yeah, good luck with that one, muchacho. Which means the only way to stop it is to locate it, isolate it, extract it, and kill it. I guess the vaccine could work too, but we've had 400 years to develop one, so I won't hold my breath. Like, are you suggesting that black people have been trying to kill white people for 400 years? Wow, you guys suck. Like, when white people want to wipe out a race, we do it fucking lickety-split. Well, hey, I'm not saying we're superior, but, I mean, in some cases, obviously, you guys are better at basketball. I guess we're better at fucking wiping people out. Damon Young is the editor-in-chief of VBS, contributing opinion writer for the New York Times and author of What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Blacker. Really? Diabetes makes you blacker? Sickle cell makes you blacker? Hate to break the spell, but it appears the race of the murder victims was not a notice, but I'm sure it makes you feel good to think otherwise. Okay, there are replies on here, so, okay. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. They want us to ignore the fact the guy specifically went to targeted Asian massage parlors. The white guy fetishized Asian women ain't a thing, and Georgia has plenty of opportunities for a guy with a sex succession that doesn't involve a particular race, just like any other city. Yeah, no. And we're all just supposed to nod and agree along with the bull. My goodness, the fuckery and nonsense never lets up. It may not be why he killed them, but the reason he only frequented Asian massage parlors, he could have gone elsewhere to get his sex addiction addressed. What? The Australian massage parlors? Dude shot up an Asian massage parlor in the strip mall, in the strip club. You want to say it's about his sex addiction, not about Rose? Fuck off. It wasn't. He said it was. According to law enforcement, he was actually a customer of the 3 locations. If he was a customer of the strip club, then he probably would have shot that up instead. There are plenty of other news stories where race is a critical part of the story. There is not need to try and pull the race spin on everything that happens. Oh, okay. Anyone that's writing here that the is irrelevant, feel free to go fuck yourself. The country spent over 400 years making excuses for whiteness. Oh my god. Blah, blah, blah. That fucker is about to have a particularly bad week. I haven't apologized. Blah, blah, blah. Lol. Snicker. But I make connection and wondering if the fact that Robert Kraft got off scot-free after being busted at an Asian massage parlor / human trafficking hotspot. No. The same thing would have happened to you or me if caught in the same position. Prosecution for any crimes he may have committed, maybe. But I'm sure it makes you feel good to think otherwise. Does it make you feel good to make poor excuses for a murderer? Blah, blah, blah. No. No. You're stupid. You're lying. Case number 1 here, I am sure. Okay, if it's really, you need to work on the whole plausible denial that, don't be a dickhead. So basically, real racist horseshit at an end. Yeah, exactly. This has nothing to do with racism, but the media, the left, they need everything to be about racism, because if everything isn't about racism and climate change, if those two things aren't the problems that they act like they are, these people have no existence. These people have no reason to exist. That these people have no lives outside of everything's racist and the sky is falling. That's it. That's all they have. Oh, also, you know, tranny cocks is the same as eating pussy. Hold on a sec. Oh, Twitch seems to have frozen again. I'll just refresh that. We'll see how we go. Okay, what was that story? So whiteness is, we'll get rid of that. And how long have we been going? You know what? I might save the I might save the other ones for next time. I might save the rest of the crime. How long have we been going? We've been going almost an hour, and it is hot and as fuck in this room, and I can't turn on my fan because, the noise it'll pick up on the mic. So I will just, we'll end it here, and I will pick up on Wednesday. That way I don't have to do as much research for Wednesday's show. Yeah, a little bit of a life hack there, besides fucking doing a reverse Kanga on your fucking dunny. Anyway, I will catch you guys on Wednesday, and remember, Biden lives matter.
Gay!